dragons are a power men should never have trifled with. One that brought Valyria its doom. If we don't mind our own histories, it will do the same to us.
I was fascinated in going back to that time of high decadence and peace and prosperity and seeing the Targaryens at their height.
The height of an empire usually means the height of its technology, and so we had to show this idea that this was an opulent and decadent group of people.
So you get to see what the realm looks like before it descends into the detritus and post-decadence of war that you see in the original series. Jim and his team created this really immersive environment for not only the cast, but the crew to realize this world and again, immerse people into something.
The Red Keep composite was the jewel of the whole piece for me because that's where the bulk of the action is taking place in this season. So I introduced this big staircase as a sort of symbol of power, and that it was a sense of Parliament as well as just the home of the family. And the composite also allows lots of positions to observe the little pockets of conversations that are going on, to add to the intrigue and the conspiracy that must go on all the time in those places.
It's all built in, it's not on separate stages, which was really fun to play with, and it was incredible.
Wow, I've never been on a set like the Red Keep.
Part of the discussion about the Red Keep and all of the familiar locations, particularly the familiar sets, is I need to be able to shoot in every direction without it becoming a visual effect, and you can certainly do that on the Red Keep. We were 200 years in the past, and so Valyrian architecture, we wanted it to be quite brutalist quality to the Targaryens, which then found its way to King's Landing, but is not very represented in the original show.
We have utilised some of the assets from Game of Thrones, but obviously the set decorate and design team, they want to create a fresh look. It's so relatable to Game of Thrones, but it's got to be its own entity. So stuff from their archive that wasn't used that we've repurposed and turned into something.
In terms of set decorating and creating a new world almost that has some elements of Game of Thrones running through it, I've been given the opportunity to actually play with that a little bit and come up with new ideas, and that's been really exciting.
All that size that we loved in Game of Thrones is here.
Dragon's Saddle is one thing, but the Iron Throne is the most dangerous seat in the realm.
The throne is the big one for us on this. You know, it was very iconic in the Game of Thrones season. You know, you wanted to make sure you're doing it justice, but also improving it and doing what we can. And Ryan and Miguel were very involved in that from day one.
I was fascinated with this idea of what if the throne had changed over time in Westeros, and what if there was a whole story to tell about the kind of devolution of the throne to the thing that you see in the original series.
This was all about the power of the Targaryen dynasty, and so every element in that throne represented a fallen warrior.
The operatic quality meant we needed to reconfigure the throne room, and as a result, the throne kind of spread out and became this carpet of swords.
One of the many beautiful things that George did with his creation of Westeros is it really is a truly immersive world, and I'm really excited for everybody to see it.